Thanks, Dr. Lusika and Dr. Sahu and all other colleagues there, and on my side, Madam Aarti and Vikas Sheel, our senior officers in this program. First of all, my greetings to all of you that in spite of COVID all over, you are so attached to your basic Stop TB program and reminding us about tuberculosis. But I may tell you that tuberculosis elimination is such a strong priority and a very strong, passionate area for the Indian government, that even during these last 8 months, when we were fighting against COVID from the front, and you can well imagine that how difficult it was in a country of 1.35 billion people. We started literally our fight on 8th of January itself with a meeting of our group of experts, and in the last 8 months there had been so many meetings at various levels, starting of course from the Prime Minister, from the Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister, from the Cabinet Secretary to the Health Secretary, then at the level of the Health Minister, and then dozens of, I would say, if I have to count now, this number of these meetings would go into few hundreds. And we had been organizing regularly these video conferences with all the health ministers of the country. But last 8 months, I do not remember that even at one single meeting where, while we were discussing the details of COVID and the strategy and the guidelines that we had framed and how much of them are being followed, and then of course extending all possible support to the country on the COVID front, in every meeting we ensured that there was a specific presentation before the health ministers and all the health officials of the country, where through detailed presentation we kept reminding them about our duty to eliminate tuberculosis by 2025. In every meeting, a presentation about COVID was accompanied by a presentation about tuberculosis, and of course reminding everyone that the non-COVID issues like immunization, care of the pregnant women, elimination of tuberculosis, they have to be given equal and rather adequate attention. No doubt in the initial stages, when we had a lockdown in the country, we found that there was a bit of a setback to the case finding issues and all detection of tuberculosis cases, because we know that all these COVID patients also have these respiratory symptoms and then tuberculosis, and then but because of the fact that we had been reminding the people all through, as soon as the lockdown was lifted, we could see that the graph about finding tuberculosis cases, it started, I think, rising again. So the point that I wish to make is that we haven't forgotten tuberculosis even for a moment. And to be very honest with you, it's one of our very passionate issues, and of course the Prime Minister has given a call to eliminate by 25. I am personally keen to do it even much earlier than the call that has been given by the Prime Minister. and there are few states and union territories where we are pushing them very hard, and we are saying that why don't you create an example for us to do it by doing it earlier than 25, and then we would ask other states to emulate your example. So the first point that you made was that you want to, I think you are right when you say that you want to project the fight against tuberculosis by India before the whole world. You are very right in fact pursuing that direction, because we also strongly feel that India is working very hard to actually accomplish this success around the tuberculosis issue. And we would in fact certainly want to do the best on this front, and with the help of organizations like the Stop TB Partnership and many other, we know there are many other international organizations where people are very proactively and passionately trying to help, and everyone all across the world also wants that. I'm sure that everybody also wants that India should be able to show to the whole world that it can, if India will be able to show to the whole world that we can do it by 2025, I'm sure it will give a very big boost to the whole movement to eliminate tuberculosis from the globe. And that is what we could see, that as long as India was not working for the eradication of polio, where we were home to 60% of the polio cases of the whole world, there were many regions of the whole world where there was no movement started. Even Africa started the movement in 1996, only after India started the movement in 1995. So we can promise you that India is not going to let down anybody who is a dreamer for a tuberculosis free world, and we will certainly set good examples for the rest of the world. Even if you look at the data, the way we are trying to pursue things so actively, for every patient of tuberculosis in India, whether being treated by the government sector or by the private sector, whether a routine tuberculosis patient or a multi-drug resistant tuberculosis patient, the whole money and the whole lot of drugs and everything is being provided by the government of India. And then we are in fact even supporting these tuberculosis patients with adequate money for better nutrition. We are supporting the doctors who are in fact even in the private sector reporting these cases to us, and and then of course supporting so many other movements within the districts where there are TB forums, where there are NGOs being supported, etc., etc. And that is why if you look at the data in the last 1 or 2 years, I think we have been able to actively search for over almost 1 million of cases which were usually not searched by the routine methods. So and then of course this whole lot of these CBNet and the TrueNet machines all over the country, where within no time you can really diagnose in the instantly whether it's a resistant case or whether it's a routine case, what is the drug that you have to give. So all these things, and then of course there's a huge survey already on to assess. It's already after the survey that we started in 2014, and which now there's a new survey which is already on. So simultaneously so many things are happening. There has been just a discussion about this skin test where the Serum Institute is working, and I'm happy that our TrueNAT machine is going to be like you are asking us to ensure that TrueNAT machine is supplied to the whole world. So that is so heartening for us in India, because in India also during the COVID times we have shown to the world that most of the things, whether this was the PPE kits or whether it was the ventilators or the masks or so many other things which we were all importing, we got those things indigenously manufactured in India, to the extent that we are now exporters of all these drugs. Within this, all this has happened in the last 8 months, and there is a self-reliant India, Atmanirbhar Bharat movement which is on in the country. So whatever you have mentioned about these machines or about the bedaquiline, etc., we are with you on whatever advice, directions, support or ideas that you give to give strength to this movement. And in fact, I was just wondering if we would be trying to showcase some of these states in the country where they can do the job much earlier than 2025. And there also we want that the international organizations, we would within our own system plan out a strategy where we can redefine the role of the international organizations about their support, so that number one, there is no duplication of efforts and there is a very precise and pointed approach, and where we can actually with the passage of time, because we are running against time. I know that 5 years time is not a big period, and for a country as vast as India and for a disease like tuberculosis, we are running against time. We have to, with every passing month or week or year, we have to redefine, re-energize our strategy. That is why you have seen in the recent past we have launched the TB Harega and Desh Jeetega. Tuberculosis will lose and the country shall win. This is the movement that we have already launched within the country. So I have to, number one, thank you for the confidence that you have shown in the leadership of the people who are working on tuberculosis in India, and it is all backed strongly by the political leadership up to the level of the Prime Minister. So with whatever good suggestions, etc., I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of all those things, but you know that we have, even on the COVID front, in the recent past, we have done remarkably better than many of the big developed countries of the whole world. We even now have the best, I would say the lowest cases per million, deaths per million, and in terms of tests per million, much above the recommended WHO number. We are doing almost 1 million tests every day. We have some of the best recovery rate in the whole world, and then fatality rate also of about 1.76 right now. So with all these, but in spite of all these pressures, we have not forgotten tuberculosis, and we will never forget tuberculosis. This much I can assure you in this particular meeting. Regarding the issue that you raised about I'm really grateful that you have raised this issue and suggested that India should think about taking up the chairmanship of the Stop TB board. So I really, at this particular moment, I am not able to give you a clear-cut, well-defined answer, because India at the moment, you know, is already the chairman of the executive board of WHO, and whether it would be really be feasible at this point of time or not, I may have to discuss the issue with my colleagues here, and can we really take up these two responsibilities at the same time. We don't want to take any decision in a haste, because tuberculosis is close to our heart, and whatever is being done for tuberculosis, whether it is for the world or whether it is for India, we want that heart and soul should be put into that activity, with the adequate and good quality attention and services being delivered. So I have to thank you for this offer, and then maybe we can discuss this issue within our own fraternity, within the ministry and of course the government, and then come out with an appropriate answer to this issue as the time goes forward. But I can only assure you that you will not find or see India lagging behind in its efforts as compared to anyone else in the whole world, and we are keener and or more keen than anybody else in the world to get rid of tuberculosis from our country, because we have seen hundreds and thousands and millions of patients succumbing to tuberculosis in the last 73 years since independence. And there is a program which was earlier called the TB control program, now it's a TB elimination program, which has been there for decades. So we want to see the end of this I would say human menace, and ensure that and we are confident of doing it, because we have we could do smallpox eradication, when we could do polio eradication, and we could handle many other things in an efficient manner. We did not allow diseases like Ebola to enter India, and many other diseases. We did not allow them to become big, huge epidemics in India. We just allowed them to remain endemic in small places. So we know that we can handle tuberculosis also quite well. And most of our state governments now are emotionally involved with this movement. And at every place, at least I have been pursuing this matter very, very aggressively, and with the support of committed people like you and your team at the Stop TB Partnership, we are hopeful that in times to come, in the coming years, we should be able to see a TB-free India, where we have been able to eliminate the tuberculosis cases to the desired level. So that's what I had to briefly respond to, say in response to what you said. If there are any other things that you would like to clarify, or you would like me to talk about, or you have any queries in your mind, or you have any words of wisdom for us, you can continue now.